For a campus that is now over a century old, Quinnipiac University has gone over many scenic changes. One thing that hasn't changed, however, is the natural beauty that surrounds Quinnipiac's campus. Executive Director of the Albert Schweitzer Institute, Sean Duffy, shares one of his favorite spots on campus, the beloved Pine Grove path that connects the College of Arts and Sciences to the rest of campus.
For most of my time at Quinnipiac, my office was up in the College of Arts and Sciences. So I would walk through the Pine Grove 3 or 4 times a day. And it was just such a peaceful, stilling kind of, it was a wonderful opportunity just to take a deep breath and enjoy being outside. So I think that's probably what I've enjoyed most about the campus.
But soon, future students will no longer know the beauty of the Pine Grove. Shortly, these tall, deciduous trees will be reduced to stumps.
Quinnipiac hasn't been very good recently, the last several years, at explaining to its own community what's going on. We get the nice package of PR. Look at our new endeavors, and you get something and you click and there's nothing there. This is just whatever the PR people put out.
The removal of the Pine Grove comes due to the new construction of the South Quad. The South Quad was announced in February of 2022 and will be completed in 2024. The new quad will feature a new School of Business as well as a new residential hall, meant to improve the learning living standards at Quinnipiac University.
So it was really informative for me to sort of sit in and listen to the questioning and to hear what the explanations were. And so, and it's very compelling. It actually makes a lot of sense. The Pine Grove is essentially a hazard now because it's so unstable. The trees as individuals are much less stable than they were when they were in a group of trees. So when any high wind comes, they're a threat to fall. And so, I think some of the thinking that went into effect was, what are we going to do about the Pine Grove? We need to do something with it anyway. Like, we probably need to clear all those trees out. Should we replant it? All that kind of stuff. So I think it makes sense to build there. It's going to change the feel of the campus. It's going to feel like a little bit more built up campus, certainly with the South Quad there.
Even though the Pine Grove must go due to safety reasons, Quinnipiac and the architects hired for the South Quad construction will be able to bring new sustainable structures to campus.
But I also had the opportunity to hear a little bit about what they're planning in terms of the landscaping around those buildings. And I think that sounds promising too. They had to sort of promise the Inland Wetlands Commission that what they were planning for landscaping, and Quinnipiac has hired a landscape architecture company to work with the architects for the building, the contractors and architects for the building, and I was really, really impressed with their ethics and their ethos. They're going to be doing a lot with rain gardens and trying to handle the runoff from roofs and paved surfaces and everything else right there on site, rather than channeling it all into the sewers. So, working with rain gardens, planting with indigenous or native species plants to support the wildlife for the eco community around.
The South Quad plans were also devised with Quinnipiac's sustainability plan in mind. The sustainability plan focuses on actual strategic planning to make the university more sustainable, incorporating sustainability into the curriculum and having measurable ways to track progress.
They're planning as part of this to take out all the invasive species, replant, going perhaps all the way back to where the library is and up to the athletic fields eventually, with a sort of riparian buffer along that creek of native species, bushes and flowers and things like that. So I'm really encouraged that in losing the Pine Grove and gaining the South Quad, we're perhaps maybe also gaining a new natural feel for the campus. It's not going to be quite what the Pine Grove was, but it hopefully will be just as beautiful, and we'll be able to point to it as sort of responsible ecosystem management kind of stuff, as opposed to the acres and acres and acres of monocultural lawn that we have everywhere else on campus. So, yeah.